All right, let's continue from where we stopped. So let me share my screen very quickly. And then I would. All right, so we're here. So let's continue from here. All right, so for the overtime bonus, let's see if conditional, relative reference rather, will work, okay? So let's stretch it to the other side. All right, let's stretch it to the other side, but then let's confirm if it's gonna do the right thing. So overtime bonus, for example, overtime bonus for this, okay, so it's multiplying the overtime bonus, multiplying the overtime bonus, okay, multiplying the overtime bonus, overtime hours rather, overtime hours by D11, 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 D11. D11 is hours worked. Hours worked. I think that's wrong. Let's see. Overtime bonus. Overtime bonus should be half of your hourly wage. Okay. So C should be maintained. Okay. You shouldn't jump to D. Okay. C should be maintained. Then the O, yes, the O is correct. Okay. In terms of the overtime hours. So let's try and restructure our formula. All right. So here we should actually have the dollar sign, okay, so that the column, is maintained all through. All right. So let's thread this down. Okay. And then you can stretch it to the other side. Please, there's noise there. Okay, let me do this. Let me mute everyone. All right. Okay, so let's confirm our formula again. So let's come to this place. All right, so this one is 0.5 times C15, which is the hourly wage, beautiful, times the number of hours for that week of 15. Yes, that's it. Okay, then let's pick this one, random. Still maintaining column C, and then relating it to Ekot Nuruddin, beautiful. And then the hour is on that week 22. Good. I think we are good. All right. Yep. So let's add some color, and then you can come around here. No, sorry. Should come from here. So let's add some color. Color. All right, good. So total pay for each week should also exist. All right. So let's do it. So this is April 1st, and then you can have your formula plus 7. All right. Then you can drag it. Okay. All right. And then let's see if we can copy all of this and see whether it's going to work. Whether it's going to work, or probably we do need to do relative referencing, or absolute referencing rather. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's look at it. So ordinarily, the total pay should be the normal pay and the overtime bonus. All right, so for week 8, let's look at what was picked. So it picked the overtime bonus under week 8, and the normal pay for week 8 should be picked. Beautiful. That's what it picked. Normal pay for week 8. All right, but don't conclude yet. Pick another number at random. Okay, so he picked this one, overtime bonus under 22, and then the normal pay under 22. Yep, for the same person. Okay, and then he returned 556. Beautiful. All right, so I think that is that. Let's add color. Color, 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 color. All right. Okay, so we should have okay. Let's total pay, weekly total pay, weekly total pay, weekly total pay, weekly total pay. All right. So we should then have total pay for January. No. April. April pay. All right. April pay. So that definitely should be equals the sum of, no. We are putting our formula in the wrong cell. Should be here. Sum, double click. Let's pick all the pay for each week. That's what will amount to the total pay. Close parentheses, boom. And then we can straight that down. Definitely relative referencing will work for that easily. All right. Okay. All right. What else? All right. So let's see. Let's try and put our, okay, so let's try and extend all these formulas. Yep. Okay, so let's extend these formulas here. All right, they should be work hours, so that's good. No
Hello,
problem.
sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you. You are breaking.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's very good at my end.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very good here. It's very good at my end too. Maybe it's his network.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, so I just stretched the formula, to cover the Mr. Valentine, can you hear me now? Mr. Valentine. Mr. Valentine, is there? Or has it dropped? Okay, it looks like it has dropped. All right, no problem. It will rejoin us. All right, so I just try to bring the work hours, to cover for the remaining weeks. Okay. Then for this also, I'm gonna stretch it. All right, so sorry, I should have stretched this down. Sorry, I should have stretched this down to the total stuff. Oh, sorry. No, you're not trying to copy.
It's just to click in between the cell and drag. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's the, to cover the total. All right. So there you go. Those are in dollars. And for the hours, let's also take it there. There you go. And for this, let's stretch it down. Stretch it down. Okay. And we can stretch it up to this point. Sorry. Stretch it down. So when you see all of this hash symbol, it means that you need to expound the colon so that what you have there can be. All right, so we don't need all of this. So I'm going to delete it. Okay. So that is that about that. So you can see what we have come about here. Okay. All right. So. All right. So now look at this. The person that is earning the highest is this guy. All right. Is this guy. So of course you can do your conditional formatting and just want to know who received the highest. Can do your conditional formatting and just come around here. Top 10 will give you to highlight that person. All right. So is this guy 8,662.50, and the guy earning the least probably is just probably a casual work or something, but this is really ridiculous. Okay. Yep. And then the company, had spent so much paying the staff, for that particular, then the average, of course, that anyone gets is around 3,398.82 cents, and then a whooping thousands of dollars spent on salary. Okay, so let's see what else we can do here. So you can get this, and this, and this, and then do your margin center. Okay, so that when you're formatting, you can. So you can also format the stuff. Just come around here, and then you format your stuff. Okay, I've highlighted everything. So you come to your format cells, you come to border. So you can do this, do this, do this, do this and this and this and this. No. So, all right. Okay, good. So that's that for that. All right. So I'll leave you guys to do the what is it now? The charts. Okay, so you can decide to do a chart for, okay, for example, let's say the pay now. You can copy all this. I mean, you can highlight all this and say insert, and then come to your sorry, can come around here and just do this and try to look at the person with the you know, with the highest salary. So select data, edit, and then try to select the name of the worker. If you like, you can use the last name or probably the first name. It depends on you. Okay, and then okay, so that would be shown on your chart. So your chart title, click 3 times so you can say April pay. All right, double click. You can have it as this. You can, if you like, use yellow or whatever. No, sorry, use black. And then what else again? So just walk around some of these things and you can do this. The axis titles and staff, okay, no, employee names, employee names. You can do this, and you can change it to black. Change it to black, and use your fill. Probably make it yellow. This one didn't fill up. Make it yellow, or any color that you feel like that is good, but not the color that will make it look like a masquerade. Pay. Pay. All right. Pay. Pay. And then this. All right. Let's see what else we can do here. There's a 3D rotation. And probably do a glow. Just use anything that will make your chart look fine. Depends on you. Depends on you. All right. So I'm bringing here. Bring it here. Then let's shrink this. Okay. So there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. So by the time you want to print, you do your, no, okay, I think we clicked on that picture on that chart. That's why it's bringing out just the, so let's do fit into one page. All right. And let's do landscape, not portrait. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's save as. And let's save as desktop. Payroll 2. Let's PDF and save and see how it looks like. Okay. Can zoom it and zoom to have a feel. And you can have this. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think so. The other ones, the reports and all of that, try your hands on them. And you can also generate more charts here. You know, you can generate as many as possible. You can decide to get a chart for work. I mean hours worked. It depends on you. You can decide to, you know, overtime bonus. Okay, create a chart for overtime bonus. All right. And the employee, you can decide to create just walk around something, that will show some details, so to say. All right, so that's that about that. I'll leave you to practice on your own. Okay, so let me see if there are questions that we need to attend to. Questions that needs to be attended to. All right, so questions. I hope you can still hear me.
We can hear you.
Yes, we
We
can.
can hear you.
All right, so what
Okay.
questions, comments, and all of that?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Let me start by appreciating your effort so far since we started the section. It's been amazing, and we've been progressing. Thank you so much. So my
Thank you.
question borders around that formatting that border formatting. No,
Okay.
when you were doing the border formatting, you highlighted the whole cells and then went to the formatting to insert the border. Why not just we go to the border, the shortcut, then highlight the cell, then put the border straight? Is there any difference in the two?
Okay, say that again. Why don't we do what?
The border in the no, there is a border, there is a shortcut border under the font icon. If you check your Excel, that
Under the
border
what?
icon, why don't we just highlight it, then click on the border or
Sorry,
the
say that
type of
again.
border we want?
Under what?
Under the
Your
font,
font,
under the font.
under the font. Yeah, there is a border
Yeah,
box there.
sure, definitely. This one. Sure,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Instead of doing the formatting, then putting all the borders and all. I
Definitely.
just want to know if it's same thing. Okay, all right. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
sure, definitely. So
Okay,
there can be 2-3 ways that get into the market.
okay, yeah. All right, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, all right, no wahala.
Hello,
Question?
sir.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, well done, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. It seems that we use a data, that is the hour work for each week. We use the same hours work. Assuming week 1, I did 40 hours, week 2, 45 hours.
No, we didn't
week
use the
3.
same hours worked.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, look at the screen now. We have for week 1, for this person now, Chukwu Ebuka Shola, 41, 42, 39, 30, 46. That was what he did all through April.
Okay, that's nothing. Another thing is that the other time we are first calculating the overtime of a team, we used a formula.
Okay.
But when we inserted another row in between, you know that the cell number has changed. Assuming somebody tap at the on the formula again, it won't be. I think it will not bring the same formula we used, or will it still bring it? You know that formally we are on cell E, but when you are inserting row, you know that the thing shifted maybe around cell H or G. Will it still bring have the same? Will it still record the same formula there?
All right. So in this circumstance, it didn't change. Okay. So, but as a data analyst, you can validate any of your formulas. Okay. So all you need to go do is go there, click that same cell, and see if the appropriate cells, are still being matched together in your formula. So, for example, if the formula you are using says C5 times D5, okay, and probably you shifted the stuff. Okay, let's even go there. Now, we shifted, now this and this were multiplied together, right? And then we had to do some shifting. So it means that for the normal pay for this one, it must still be this and this. Though this 551 blah 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 was I think was here before we added all this 8, 15, 22, 29. This one was actually here before. All right, so we just go back there and see if it's still picking this and this. If it's not picking this and this, we just adjust it immediately. So let's see if it's doing that. So definitely it's picking this. Sorry, let me click on it. So when you click on any any cell, the formula there will definitely appear. So you have it as C5, all right, this one, and D5, this one. So as a matter of fact, we have to put the $sign so that it can always reference the values in this particular column, column C. So it's still very much intact.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Valentine.
Yeah, Mr. Valentine, welcome back.
Yes. I just want to appreciate you for another explosive tutorial.
Thank you.
Sorry, my network was funny today, so I was just coming in and out. So there was one observation I made when you started. You made should I say you said something about 40 hours for the week.
Okay.
You understand? You said 8 hours times
5
for the week. That's 40 hours, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you see 1st of April, you had 41, 42, and when we did the hourly pay for the weekly pay, you times that 41 times the hourly pay, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, for the overtime, you said any hours based on the formula more than the 40-hour mark, right?
Yeah.
Now, for the weekly pay, we added 41 times the hourly pay. Then for the overtime, you now minus with the formula, which some gave us 1. Then if it's less than the 40 hours, the figure was 0. Do you understand? So my
Yeah.
concern is whether the hourly pay or the weekly pay, from the 41, from that 1st of April, we had XXs already. Are we not meant to minus for people that did more than 40, we just extract that, then the excesses are the overtime. I don't know if you get my question.
Okay, I get it. So it's an issue of system. So for some businesses, the system is that, okay, so if you do, let's say 42 hours, so, and let's say you, per hour, you are to be paid $2. So they will say
Yes,
$2 times 40, your normal stuff.
yes,
Okay. Then $2, I mean 2 hours, which is the overtime. They can then do a
yes.
calculation for that separately and add it up with 2
Okay,
times 40 and then give you a total pay.
okay,
Yeah, so that's a system in a particular business. But there's another
okay,
business who feels that, okay, I'm going to pay you what you are worth. For example, 15.90 now for all the hours. Then
okay,
separately, I will now calculate your overtime hours, multiply it by what, blah, 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 blah. Now, it's also, a matter of, the company, when we said, okay, times, times 0.5. So for some companies, it might just be, well, times 0.6 or 0.4. It depends. Okay, so it's a matter of the
okay,
company and whatsoever their policy is. So if the company says, okay, you know what,
okay,
a quarter of your hourly wage is what you will get. That means it will
okay,
be times 0.25. All right, and so that means things will change in that regard. So, and like I mentioned, for some companies, they pay
okay,
first. They pay you, times all the hours, overtime or no overtime. Then they will not calculate overtime separately. While for some companies, they will just do the demarcation right from beginning. They just pay you times 40 first, and then calculate the extra 2 hours as overtime. So it looks like this
okay,
company now, it
okay.
looks
And
like this,
secondly,
sorry, it looks like this company now, definitely people will get more value for the time spent working,
yes,
because
yes,
this really
yes,
favors them a whole lot in two ways.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, secondly, I wanted to ask another question. If we have, let's say, you want to incorporate let's say, the pension, the tax into the payroll system, is it
Okay.
something that is doable
Oh, sure.
using the spreadsheet?
Sure. Absolutely. So you could have a column for tax, and then you put in your formula there. So you could have the so if this is the pay for the month, all right. So you can then say, okay, tax maybe 5% or whatever percent, and then you can use this particular column for that. Okay. There's one contribution, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
You just put it in a column,
So
put
just
the
like
necessary.
the gross pay and net pay, right?
Exactly. You understand? So you label it, you say, okay, this one now is the gross pay. Okay. So
Yeah.
we can say um, April gross pay. All right. And then we can go further and say, okay, let's say tax. And of course, you can then put in a formula. Is it 5% or whatever? Let's say if it's 5, 100, like let's say 0.01, right? Okay, so let's then times this. Okay, it's giving this. All right, so you can then stretch it down. You stretch it down. All right, and you can then come again and